Learning objective C and D, we're going to write quadratics in standard format and we're going to multiply binomials. So I want to go back to this vocab page first and finish our vocab. What is a monomial? What's a binomial? A monomial is an expression with one term. And then a binomial is also, I'm going to do quotes, an expression with two terms. So here's a difference. A monomial, for example, would be like 3x. It's one term, it's one group, whereas the binomial could be 3x plus 1. There's one group and two groups. So we're going to look at monomials and binomials. So really we're just going to multiply, in this case, two binomials, because here's two pieces there and two pieces there, and then we're going to put it in standard format. Standard format for parabolas or quadratics is highest exponent first, so it's like ax squared first, or x squared, and then the x is next, and then we wrap it up, followed by the c value or the constant. So remember to multiply binomials. This guy here, that x, has to touch everything over into the other group. This 3 here has to touch everything over there. We call this distribution, by the way, or FOIL. Sometimes they'll say that for doing two binomials. Let's go ahead and do it. X times x is x squared. X times a positive 5 is plus 5x. 3 times x is plus 3x. Positive 3 times a positive 5 is plus 15. In standard format, x squared comes first. We have two like terms, so 5 and 3 is 8x plus 15. That is our answer. If you're going to type this into Schoology, by the way, you are going to have to use the caret key, so you would type x caret 2 plus 8x plus 15, and you would not use any spaces for that. Okay, let's do this one. We actually have one monomial here, and then a binomial and a binomial. What you have to do in this case is there's really two sets of multiplication. Think about this. What if I asked you to multiply 4 times 3 times 2? How do you do that? Well, you pick 2 and you put them together first, so you might do 4 times 3 and say that's 12. And then you'd say times 2. Then you come back and say 24. This works the same way. I'm going to pick and choose and actually do this one first. So I'm going to multiply that first. So I have to distribute the 3. So y equals 3 times x is 3x, and then 3 times 2 is plus 6. Now I'm back to this. This is something we just saw. Multiply two binomials again. I'm going to do this little FOIL or distribution. So I'll get y equals 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times a positive 1 is plus 3x. Positive 6 times x is plus 6x. Positive 6 times a positive 1 is plus 6. Standard format, highest exponent first, 3x squared. 3 and 6 is 9x plus 6. That's our final answer. I want us to look at just one more, this right here. To be very careful putting this one in standard format. Be careful, x plus 2 squared means x plus 2 twice, so you have to look at it like this. And then plus 4. So this looks like the last problem. I'm going to choose to multiply these two together first. So it would give us 5x plus 10. And then the 2x, or x plus 2 is there. Don't forget the plus 4 is sitting out there, so don't lose it. Come back and let's FOIL this. 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 2 is plus 10x. 10 times x is plus 10x. 10 times 2 is plus 2. Again, and then I have that plus 4 on the outside. I'm going to combine like terms, so I have 5x squared plus 20x plus 2. Again, don't forget the plus 4. I'm almost done. These two are like terms. They're constants. They're just numbers. So 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 is our final answer. And what we've done is, this right here is actually, if I were to graph it, by the way, is a parabola. It's a U shape. Well, so is this one. they will actually make the exact same graph. One is just considered in standard format. That's what this final answer is. This is called in vertex format. So you don't necessarily need to know that difference, but we look here at the standard format.